Hi, welcome back to the channel, Shop Titans. Finally, we got a Flawless Bear Spirit, 5.7 million or 16 gems. You'll find out soon. Alright, happy to get this new blueprint from this chest as well. So I'm going to show you that very shortly. So how about you? What do you think? Would you sell it for 5.7 million or 16 gems, which is equivalent to about 4.8 million? Alright, so as usual, busy in the shop, and then suddenly this came about, and really happy with this. I've been spending a lot of time crafting those T9. Most of them are normal or superior, and then here comes one that is flawless. So I'm gonna check it out. How much it's worth. Alright, can see a number of elements and spirits been crafting so far. So you can see here. Someone is selling about 6 over million and somebody is selling for 20 gems. If you indicate 20 gems, there's a good chance we may sell it as well, but it's not comparative. If we multiply it 1 gem with 300,000, it's 4.8 million. So if we sell it for money instead, actually it's more worthwhile. So that's how the measurement works right now for me. I'll be just using the measurement that I've been understanding so far, about 300,000 for a gem. So I'm using that as a conversion. It's much worthwhile to sell it for money. And of course, it's always noted that once you sell for money, things get to move faster, because gems, people may think twice before they part with it. But if you sell for money, people tends to basically willing to pay the money, even though if conversion is higher, means they're losing more money, they're willing to do so, because money could be easily earned, but not so far for gems. That's the choice I think I'm gonna make. So girl asked me to be so poor right now. I mean, we're only about 12 million or so, so we're going to work hard to get the money. Alright, we got this new blueprint, so really happy with that. And of course, very soon I'll let you know the results of my sales of that bear spirit. Alright, there we go. We are 18.56 million already. So as you'll be wondering, why don't I sell it for gems? Because it seems like a good piece that people will pay for it. Yes, why not? But since I already have a method of converting those money to gems using that slimy chest, why not earn that piece of bear spirits for 5 over million, and then use that to buy those slimy chests and then convert back to gems. So basically that will yield me more gems, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Alright, as usual, sending the heroes out. We'll try to get as much components as possible. Sometimes if we're lucky, we get keys, and then we're gonna open those chests. Hopefully we get a better item next time. So so far, trying my best to try will work out and so-called master that new blueprint itself. But along the way, you'll get a lot of those superior quality for this T1s. You gotta make sure that you remove them, right? You gotta remove them by either utilizing them to craft as a sub component, or you try to by throwing them away before the king arrive. Otherwise, the king may lay hands on them, or you can lock them up if you wish to. So be very busy. Trying my best now to just close the loop, the final bit touches before reaching level 59. Just a couple millions away. So that customer frenzy event did help me a bit. People clearing up my shop, as well as allow me to churn in a few millions of profit. And then with that, we may be able to yield a few millimeters towards 59. Alright, so I think it's just about 1 mm away from that end of 58 to 59. Alright, feeding my pets as usual is expensive task, and I can't wait for them to be reaching level 40, so that I can stop feeding them with those expensive food. But again, I think if you read the update, there may be an expansion to it. So I don't know, I'm just waiting for a new update to come about. Of course, looking forward to those T10 T10 when it arrives, your T9 will drop in price, but I think it brings excitement. So there are other updates. I think one of it is related to pets, and of it relating to those those ascension chart that I mentioned about. Those that you ascend and then you can move that chart, the progress chart. Probably they're gonna extend that as well. So these are the things that we look out for. I don't know when they're gonna do that, but I only know that there's an upcoming event, Loss of City of Gold. So something you're gonna work out for to try to get as much as possible. If possible, get that blueprint. I'm hoping my guild members play that event, and then we should be able to get that progress done. So if that's the case, then I will have another blueprint, hopefully another luxurious blueprint to work on. So really happy and looking forward to that. And given the fact that my guild is now full, I'm very hopeful. But again, at the same time, not wanting to be feeling disappointed. I don't want to spend gems on anything, so that I'm just saving up my gems and try to speculate them if possible. If not, I'll just use them to eventually do some expansion of the shop, which cost me about 4,000 gems. Or if not, then it will be some increase in the market slots or crafting slots or such like that. So it's basically gems can be put to good use. As usual, I'm gonna sell all this stuff. I'm not gonna sell those enchanted items in the shop to the customer yet. I'm hoping to sell it, those epic ones to the king, and of course the legendary ones as well. As for the others, I'm just keeping so that we can use it for the event. Buying a piece and enchanting it is basically something you ought to do. If you buy a plane and then you enchant yourself, if you have that elements and spirit, so they can earn some kind of good piece of equipment, but without spending too much money. Otherwise, if you do not have those epic elements and spirits, you may need to buy it from the market and do it yourself. So you gotta measure sometimes whether if you buy it from the market, you can check out the price first. If the elements and spirits is really too high and you think that workout eventually will cost more, then you get straight from the market that's fully enchant. Then you go ahead to get a fully enchant. Otherwise, normally it's cheaper to do it yourself rather than buying it straight from the shelf, basically from the market. And I think the best is if you could keep a bit of those epic enchantments, so you can use it on your own to suit the element requirements of your heroes. If you really couldn't afford one, like me, sometimes I just go for the common ones, the white ones. At times I go for superior ones because I tend to be able to craft those superior elements and spirits quite fast. But not so much for those florist, epic, or even legendary runestones, elements and spirits, which are really tough to craft one. And even if I craft one, most of the time I will just sell it away. So that's the reality of trying to gain up maximum out of those elements and spirits. Alright, so you can see here it's because I didn't lock up those common enchanted pieces, so customers will always want to buy them. But of course, you gotta beware. Do not click too fast, otherwise you may end up losing them. So, wow, so close, yet so far. I think about 2 million more. This is something to work towards. Hopefully by the next tomorrow, the day after, should be able to get 59. Really looking forward to that. And I just conclude by saying that I really look forward to events, because the day-to-day tends to be a bit boring. But when the event starts, you always try to chase towards the end of the progressions, which means, like for example, Tower of Titans, you try to climb as high as possible, or if you thought about this Lost City of Gold, work towards towards the blueprint itself. But along the way, there are always gems to be collected. That's why I love those events. And King Caprice event is something different, something that I heard maybe going to crafting towards elements and spirits. That's something I really look forward to. Alright, thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.